Have you ever wondered what lurks beneath the deep, dark abyss of the ocean? A question that sends chills down the spine of even the bravest of souls. A question that was about to be answered in the most terrifying way for a group of friends. Imagine a perfect day. The sun is shining, the sky is a clear, perfect blue, and the sea is a beautiful, sparkling expanse of azure. It was on such a day that our group of friends, filled with youthful exuberance and a thirst for adventure, decided to embark on a sailing trip. The sea was their playground, the world their oyster. They were excited, eager for the thrill that the open sea promised. As they pushed off from the shore, laughter and chatter filled the air. The sea was calm, its surface shimmering under the gleaming sun. It seemed welcoming, inviting them to explore its vastness. Its beauty was enchanting, mesmerizing. The farther they sailed, the more entranced they became, their eyes feasting on the endless rolling waves, the sky meeting the sea at the horizon, the occasional playful dolphin leaping out of the water. But as they ventured further, something began to change. The once comforting sea breeze turned chilly, the laughter died down, and an eerie silence fell upon them. The sea, once sparkling under the sunshine, now seemed to darken, its waves turning ominous. The friendly sea was now a vast, unforgiving entity, a deep, dark abyss that held secrets hidden away from the prying eyes of mankind. The jovial atmosphere was replaced with a sense of unease. The sea's beauty was now menacing, its vastness intimidating. But our group of friends, though a little unnerved, chose to ignore the warning signs. After all, they were on an adventure, weren't they? Little did they know, their adventure was about to take a terrifying turn. There's an unsettling calmness that precedes every storm. A stillness that's eerie, yet oddly comforting. The friends, lost in the mesmerizing tranquility, noticed the sudden change in atmosphere. The once playful waves now lay flat and placid, like a mirror reflecting the gloomy, darkening sky above. The cheerful chatter of seagulls, their constant companions in this vast expanse of blue, abruptly ceased. An ominous silence hung heavy in the air, broken only by their own anxious heartbeats. Unnerved, they decide to retreat, to head back to the familiar comfort of the shore. But alas, their trusted equipment, their only connection to the world beyond the horizon, sputters and dies. The compass needle spins wildly, the GPS blinks out, leaving them stranded in the heart of the vast, uncaring sea. Their sanctuary was now their prison. They were lost, in the middle of nowhere, and the storm was closing in. Thunder roared, lightning cracked, and the sea turned into a monstrous beast. The tranquil, serene ocean they had known was no more. Now it was a realm of chaos and fury, a vast expanse of water that was both alive and angry. The friends, once filled with laughter and joy, were now consumed by panic and fear, their faces pale and their hearts pounding like a drummer's beat. Their small boat, which had once felt so sturdy and reliable, was now a mere plaything in the hands of the storm. It was tossed about like a leaf in the wind, creaking and groaning under the strain. The friends battled against the elements, their muscles straining as they tried to keep their vessel afloat amidst the towering waves and the relentless stinging rain. But the storm was not their only adversary. Beneath the tumultuous surface of the sea, something stirred. An eerie, luminescent green glow began to appear, dancing beneath the waves like some ethereal will-o'-the-wisp. It seemed to be following them, keeping pace with their frantic efforts to escape the storm. Its glow was hypnotic, mesmerizing, yet filled with an ominous dread that made their blood run cold. Like a predator stalking its prey, the glow moved closer, circling their boat and casting grotesque shadows across the deck. It was as if the sea itself was watching them, its gaze filled with a malevolent intent that promised nothing but doom. As the storm raged on, and the green glow continued its silent pursuit, a chilling realization dawned upon the friends. They were not alone in this vast, unforgiving sea. Something lurked beneath the waves, something unknown and terrifying, and it was watching them, waiting for the right moment to strike. The friends looked at each other, their faces reflecting the fear that gripped their hearts. In the heart of the storm, a chilling realization dawned upon them. They were not alone. What lives beneath the surface of the sea is a mystery. Some mysteries are better left unsolved. In the heart of the sea, where the sun's rays dare not venture, a strange phosphorescent green glow began to pulsate with an eerie rhythm. The glow, once faint and almost imperceptible, grew with each passing moment. It was as if the ocean's depths were hiding a secret that was now threatening to reveal itself. Then, without warning, the tranquility of the open sea was shattered. A violent force struck the boat, making it rock precariously from side to side. The impact was so strong, it was as if the sea had come alive, driven by a wrath unknown to mankind. The friends, once buoyant with the thrill of adventure, were now gripped with a fear so raw it made their blood run cold. As they clung to the boat, a horrifying sight met their eyes. A monstrous entity, a tentacle-like appendage, broke through the water's surface. Its skin glistened in the moonlight, reflecting that haunting green glow. It was a sight that would have turned even the bravest sailor's heart to ice. The once calm sea was now a battlefield. The friends pitted against a beast of the deep. Panic took hold. Their minds raced, their hearts pounded in their chests. They were in the middle of the sea, in the dead of night, facing a terror that should have been the stuff of nightmares, not reality. Their screams echoed into the night, their pleas for help swallowed by the wind. The monstrosity below did not care for their fear. It was a predator, and they were its prey. But in their terror, they forgot one thing. In their fear, they forgot one crucial thing. The sea is not the only place where danger lurks. In the face of one terror, it is easy to overlook another. The words hang in the air like a chilling prophecy. Fear has a way of narrowing our view, of making us focus solely on the beast baring its teeth, while the silent predator lurks unnoticed in the shadows. Amid the chaos of their battle with the unknown, a sudden sharp gasp cuts through the air. One of the friends, let's call him James, a man known for his charm and quick wit, is no longer on his feet. His body lies crumpled on the deck, a dark pool spreading beneath his head. The sea had claimed him, not with monstrous jaws or with the icy grip of its depths, but with the subtle treachery of a slippery deck. His friends, engrossed in their struggle against the beast, are oblivious to James's plight. Their hearts pound in their chests like war drums, their minds entirely consumed by the fight for survival. The sight of the creature, its grotesque form illuminated by flashes of lightning, seizes their attention, leaving no room for their fallen comrade. James lies alone, his world spinning into darkness. The cold rain stings his skin, a chilling reminder of the reality he's slipping away from. He's becoming a spectre, another lost soul claimed by the unforgiving sea, another tale whispered by sailors around warm fires on cold nights. His plight is a grim reminder of the sea's forgotten danger. It isn't just the monsters lurking beneath the waves or the wrath of the storms that one should fear. Sometimes, it's the silent, unassuming threats that strike the hardest, like the treacherous deck under a sailor's feet, or the cold, biting wind that can snatch your breath away. In their desperate fight against the beast, James's friends had forgotten this. They had overlooked the silent predator, the subtle danger hidden in plain sight. Their fear of the beast had blinded them to the sea's other threats. The sea had become a battlefield, and they had lost their first soldier. Sometimes survival isn't just about living, it's about fighting for those who can't. The chilling words echo as our friends, bound by circumstance and solidarity, finally notice their fallen comrade. The sight sears into their hearts, a grim reminder of the unforgiving sea and the beast that lurks beneath. Their hearts pound, fear gnawing at their courage, yet they know they cannot falter. They must stand, not just for themselves, but for their friend. The sea's icy fingers clutch at their souls, but they shake it off, their resolve as steadfast as the ancient mariners who dared defy the ocean's wrath. They rally together, a beacon of hope amidst the swirling darkness. Their unity is their strength, their shared terror a bond that cannot be broken. Each one of them knows the odds, yet they choose to defy them, to challenge the monstrous entity that threatens their very existence. Summoning the last vestiges of their strength, they fight. It's a desperate struggle, a dance with death on the world's most treacherous stage. Every wave that crashes against them, every roar of the beast, only fuels their determination. They are no longer mere victims lost at sea, they are warriors, battling an unseen enemy in the unforgiving depths. Their courage does not go unrewarded. The beast, taken aback by their audacity, falters. It retreats, slinking back into the abyss from whence it came. Their friend, though gravely injured, is safe. For now. The friends breathe a sigh of relief, their hearts still pounding a relentless rhythm against their ribs. But as they survey the endless expanse of the sea, they realize a chilling truth. Their victory, hard won and dearly paid for, is but a fleeting respite. The sea remains as merciless as ever, the beast merely a spectre of the horrors it conceals. But as the beast retreated, they realized their ordeal was far from over. When the storm subsides, the true horror often reveals itself. The gale that had been their nemesis now seemed almost a benevolent force in retrospect. As the storm's wrath abated, their battered vessel found itself adrift near an uncharted island, an apparition born from the sea's frothy churn. They carried their unconscious friend onto the shore, their hearts pounding, not from exertion, but from a primal fear that was beginning to take hold. The island, at first a sanctuary from the tumultuous sea, was now morphing into something more ominous. As they ventured further inland, the deafening silence was shattered by a sound that sent chills down their spines. It was a low, guttural growl, almost human, yet twisted by a darkness that seemed to seep from the very soil of the island. They froze, their eyes darting back and forth, scanning the dense forest that lay before them. And then, they saw them. Emerging from the forest, their forms cloaked in the shadowy dusk, were figures. There was an uncanny grace about them, a fluidity in their movements that was eerily mesmerizing. They were human, or at least they had once been. Their eyes, however, told a different story. An abyss of inky blackness, devoid of any semblance of humanity, bore into their souls. The island was not deserted. It was a haven for these creatures, these beings that had once been men. Their friend, still unconscious, was oblivious to the impending doom. Their sanctuary had turned into a trap. The sea, their savior, now a distant memory. The men, now more beast than human, closed in. The sea had been a relentless adversary, yes, but it was a known enemy. This new threat, this land-born horror, was something far more terrifying. The sea was no longer their biggest threat. The real danger was on land, and it was closing in. The storm had been a mere prelude to the true terror that awaited them on this forsaken island. Their fight for survival had only just begun.